Under the bright lights of TNA's June 20th edition of Impact, a familiar face walked down the ramp. A man once electrifying audiences under WWE's banner. A man whose speed, style, and story never quite got the platform they deserved. A man who now gets a new beginning. Cedric Alexander has arrived in TNA Wrestling. And with that, a new era begins, not just for Cedric, but perhaps for TNA itself. Once a cornerstone of WWE's Cruiserweight division. Once a member of the highly touted Hurt Business. Once a performer who gave everything in the ring, even when the system gave him little in return. Released in the wave of February cuts, Cedric could have stepped away. He could have gone quiet, but instead, he chose to rise. To fight again. To wrestle for the passion, not just the paycheck. TNA Wrestling welcomed him with open arms, and smartly so. Because Cedric brings more than just agility. More than just championship pedigree. He brings hunger. He brings unfinished business. He brings a reminder that talent doesn't disappear when contracts end. And as Cedric crosses the line, fans now ask the question that naturally follows. Who's next? Because this is bigger than just one debut. This could be a movement. A revival. A chance for former WWE talent to finally shine without restriction. And TNA, the company that once built legends from exiles, might just be ready for a renaissance. So let's look ahead. Let's imagine. Let's project. Here are 6 former WWE stars who could be the next to follow Cedric's path, and shake the TNA landscape. 1. Mustafa Ali. A visionary performer. A wrestler with a message. Someone who could never quite break through the glass ceiling in WWE despite his endless reinventions. Ali has the perfect blend of charisma and innovation. His high-flying style would set the Impact Zone on fire, and his ability to deliver heartfelt promos could give TNA a leader both in and out of the ring. 2. Dolph Ziggler. One of the most seasoned performers of his generation. A multi-time champion. A workhorse. Ziggler in TNA wouldn't just be a name, it would be a statement. That even veterans still have stories to tell. That even legends can find new life. Imagine Ziggler vs. Josh Alexander. Ziggler vs. Moose. The possibilities would be electric. 3. Shelton Benjamin. With his former tag partner Cedric now in TNA, this feels more like destiny than speculation. Shelton is still one of the most athletic wrestlers alive. His experience, versatility, and legacy would enrich TNA's roster instantly. The Hurt Business may be gone, but a reunion in a new promotion could ignite something special. 4. Emma Tennille Dashwood. Not a stranger to TNA, having worked there in the past. But a return now could be perfectly timed. With TNA's Knockouts division growing in depth and visibility, Tennille brings both name value and in-ring excellence. She could instantly elevate new stars while reigniting rivalries with old foes. 5. Elias Elijah King. He sang, he strummed, he entertained. But Elias was always more than a gimmick. Underneath the guitar was a performer with presence and surprising power. In TNA, stripped of the "Walk with Elias" branding, he could rebuild under a new persona, one that's darker, edgier, and finally unleashed. 6. Matt Riddle. Controversial, unpredictable, and undeniably talented. Riddle's time in WWE ended with turbulence, but his skills remain elite. TNA has never shied away from risk, and Riddle would be just that. But the rewards? Massive. He brings an MMA background, a unique charisma, and the potential for headline matches every night. And that's just the surface. There are others waiting, watching, considering. Because TNA is no longer just a fallback. It's an opportunity. A chance to be featured, to be trusted, to be reborn. Cedric Alexander is proof. He took the risk. He made the leap. And now, he's part of something that might just reshape wrestling's ecosystem once again. For TNA, it's smart business. For fans, it's a gift. Because the more freedom these stars have, the more authentic their performances become. And maybe, just maybe, that's what wrestling needs again. Not scripts, not systems, but second chances. So here's to Cedric. Here's to the next 6. Here's to the names we haven't mentioned yet, but who are watching closely. Waiting to cross the line. Waiting to come home.